people and fans listening around the world. We are going out live. And now, this is the Knockout Podcast, brought to you by Knockout Media Group in conjunction with the ultimate Bare Knuckle Boxing. It's time!
The Knockout Podcast is produced in association with UBKB, Ultimate Bare Knuckle Boxing, the UK's premier promoter of bare knuckle boxing.
KO! So here we are, welcome back to the Knockout Podcast in conjunction with Ultimate Bare Knuckle Boxing. And the guest this evening is Craig the Bomber Jenkinson. How are we doing, Craig?
Yeah, man, I'm good, Stu. How are you, pal?
All the better for seeing your smiling face. You're one person that you always cheer me up. You've always got a daft smile on your face. So you're making the step into bare knuckle boxing with the UBKB in July.
Yeah, man.
For those of you that don't know you and not familiar with you, what's your sort of background in the fight game? How did you first get involved in combat sports?
It was 2009 when I first started boxing, Stu. I used it as a bit of an outlet for me, son, a bit of a stress relief, and I grew to love it, mate. And I'm 44 fights deep, and I've won 6 belts at 4 weights, and I'm looking to come and make a statement on bare knuckle scene now, mate.
You've done really well. 2009, taking up boxing at 40 years old. That was really good.
I just look a bit older, mate.
So you've got the same fight name as one of my favourite boxers, Tony Bellew. Craig the Bomber Jenkinson.
Yeah, he pitched it off me, pal.
Well, it's funny enough, when I interviewed him a while ago, he told us that as well, where did you get the name from, and why you called the Bomber? To be fair, I've seen the fight, I think I know why.
Because when this bastard lands, mate, that's it.
You've got the tattoo as well. That's the last thing a few people have seen, then, is it?
That's the one, mate. There's quite a few who have seen it. It takes them a while to come round from it and remember normally, but...
So, you've been out of the ring for a little while now. I'm just trying to think back. It's probably best part of 2 years, 18 months, something like that.
2 years, mate, yeah.
After probably one of my, if not my favourite, one of my all-time favourites, gloved fight I've ever seen, against my mate, Big John Lewis. I've seen nothing like it. It was like something out of a Rocky film. 4 knockdowns apiece, but you were going down like you were dead, and you were both just getting up. How did that fight come about? Because I know at the time you weren't fighting at heavyweight, and you went up and weight for it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, again, that was me asking for that fight, mate. In my 5th fight, I won my first title, and I get away 3 stone and a 6-inch advantage, and
I didn't know what you were going to say there.
Like,
I give away 3 stone and a 6-inch.
I love fighting them big lads.
Yeah, it was one of those fights. I remember I was filming it, and I started filming it where I always sit at the back during that fight. I don't know this lad. I watched Big John, and by the end of it, I was right at the side of the ring, half blocking the camera, and it was just right. That's it. He's knocked out. Oh shit! No, he's not. And I mean that was.
What fight that was, mate? I mean that tested everything about my character, that, mate. I mean, Big John, ass off to him, mate. I mean, that man can fight and he can bang.
You can as well, though. I mean, it went all the way to the end. And did you expect a fight like that?
Do you know what, mate? Every fight I come into, I'm prepared to die in that ring, and you're not going to stop me walking forward. That is my mentality. I will die in that ring before I quit.
To be fair, mate, I thought both of you had died in the ring a couple of times. At one point, I mean, it happened with both of you. At one point, you went down, and I thought, that's it, that's him, KO'd. What a good lad. First time I'd seen you fight, cracking fight. And then he just got up, and he went at it again. And the next thing, John went down, and I thought, oh, shit. I've never seen John go down that hard before. No way he's getting up from that. And he just gets back up.
Yeah, I mean, if it's about heart, mate, innit? I mean, you're not going to take that away from me, mate. That's the one thing what I've got in my arsenal. What is gonna you'll see come fight night on this one, mate.
Yeah. It was. I mean, I was absolutely exhausted by the end of it, and I was just a dickhead there with a camera. You know what I mean? John's coming down. I don't know if you know. John's coming down to support you. At your fight.
Yeah, he is, mate.
In July.
I've spoke to him actually. Like, we're going to sort some sparring out and that, mate.
Are you stupid? Look what happened last time.
Hey, listen, if you want to get in and mix it with biggest and best, mate, then you've got to train with biggest and best.
I'm not getting in between the two of you,
I've got Joe Earp, I've got James Morgan, I've got lads up and down country, mate, biggest and best in country, mate, and I'm going to be sparring with a lot of them as soon as these gyms open back up, mate.
Not be long now. So here's a question for you, a two-part question. Would you fight John Lewis again? And if the answer is yes, would you prefer a gloved or bare knuckle? John's me mate too. This is not me trying to manufacture a call out or anything like that. You're me mate. John's me mate. It's just a question.
Listen, if it comes about, I'd definitely fight John again. I mean, and I think that people would want to see it again. I'll fight any man, Stu. And if I want to get out there and tell people that, listen, I'm the best what's going to be coming, and I'm confident in myself in that fact, especially with how I'm feeling. Then I'll fight any man, mate.
I think it's brilliant though, because that was like a real sort of war, but you've got that respect and friendship and brotherhood between you to the fact he's going to travel all the way down to Manchester to support you.
Oh, definitely, mate. I mean, I've made good friends with John. John's like me. John's a big old Raji what loves a fight, mate.
Oh, yes, he's just sound down to earth, lad.
You can't not get on with him. The man's a gentleman, mate.
Well, I've been trying to get him to come down to one of the shows for best part of 2 years. And, I'll come down sometime, mate. I'll come down sometime. Oh, Craig's fighting. Oh, yeah, I'll come down now. Aye, go on, John. Bastard, you. I love him. Great kid. You're going into this fight, what's the best way to put this? You don't exactly look for easy fights. So that certainly wasn't an easy fight with John. You're coming into bare knuckle. Is it something that you've wanted to do for a while, or was it my continuous nagging?
I mean, your nagging definitely persuaded me in that direction, mate. but yeah, I mean, it's not like I've not had a fight with no gloves on before, mate.
I'm sure you haven't.
You don't get this pretty light, if not, do you?
But there'll not be a kebab shop at the side of the ring to fight outside of it.
I hope there's one somewhere after, though.
Oh, I'm sure there will be, mate. I'm sure there will be.
But yeah, I mean, definitely, mate. It's a new test for me, isn't it? It's a new test. And I mean, I want to thank you and Sean and Amanda for giving me this opportunity for this fight as well, mate.
I mean, that night, I keep going back to it, but that night you fought John Lewis, I kept thinking, what's his name again? Right, find him on Facebook. I want him fighting for us. But no, you're more than welcome. I think you'll be a massive asset to Bare Knuckle. You're going into this fight, I'd say, slightly bit of an underdog. I mean, first of all, you've asked for this fight, so you certainly don't want easy fights. You've asked to fight Lee McGarry. Lee McGarry, former British champion. Big lad, and when he hits, by Jesus, he hits. And you asked for that fight as well, your first Bare Knuckle.
Yeah, I mean, big lad, big strong lad, and enough respect to Lee as well. Like, I mean, and anybody else what's getting in that ring and fighting ungloved and gloved, it takes a certain kind of person to be able to do that. But I'm not coming on into this to fight for UBKB just to make numbers up, mate. I want a fight, mate, innit? And I want my people what are coming to watch, I want them to see a fight, mate.
You're looking to make a statement, I think.
Yeah, that's the one, mate. I mean, every fight I put myself forward for, I'm an underdog. I've fought ex-Thai world champions. I've fought some of the biggest and best out there, mate. And I like that underdog. I like being that underdog, mate, because it looks better when I come out on top then, mate.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, though, people that know you, I don't think you'll be an underdog to them. So, I mean, I know you well, I know Lee well. In my eyes, I can't pick a winner. I think it can go either way. But obviously Lee's got the Bare Knuckle fan base where you're new to Bare Knuckle. So I think some people may think you're an underdog in that way. But I honestly can't pick a winner between you. But I just wanted to kind of put out there that, you know, it's a massive fight. And it wasn't just that you asked for the fight. It wasn't that you'd been out on the drink, you'd had a few too many, went, I want to fight Lee. This went on, and with the whole thing with COVID and the shows getting postponed, we couldn't get things much shorter straight away, and you were continuously on at it, and you know, all respect to you were like a dog in a bone at it, and I'm so pleased we could make the fight. It's a fight that you really wanted.
Yeah, definitely, it is a fight, and to be fair, mate, I'm glad you made it, because I would have just keep pestering you until you did anyway, so...
well, to be fair, I rang the man down and I went, for fuck's sake, can we just get a match with Lee? He might leave us alone then. No, but big respect to you, mate, because a lot of people, when they come into it, well, you know, they don't want a hard fight. They want to kind of try it out, sort of thing. I shouldn't say this. I mean, we've got some brilliant fights on the night. We've got some big title fights. I'm really excited about this fight, to be honest.
This is going to be a fight at night, mate. I told Andy when I went to Newcastle and I fought Big John, I told him it was going to be his fight at night, and this is going to be a fight at night, mate.
Well, when you were going to do that, Andy told us about you, because I used to do the posters for him, and I asked who you were, and he said, he's going to give John a good, it'll be a good fight. He said, he's no walkover. And when he came out, no disrespect, I thought, I can't say this is going to last long.
Yeah, I mean, I came in at 15-10 for that fight, mate. And John were 19 and a half stone. Like, there were a big old difference here, mate. And I tend to get that, because these are kind of people what I'm asking for. I'm not expected to
because you're a general
beat
mad
these guys.
bastard.
But anybody what knows me, I'll tell you, I'm going to keep coming at you until, well, one of us is going down, mate.
Oh, well.
It's a knockout.
And now, a message from our sponsors. Trojan Sports, one of the UK's fastest growing sportswear brands. Established in 2007, Trojan Sports proudly offers high quality sports and fitness apparel for both men, women, and children. We offer a wide range of styles and sizes to provide quality, practical, and fashionable attire, sports, and leisure wear. Visit us now online at www.trojan-sports.com.
It's a knockout.
I would be amazed if it's not fight tonight. In fact, I'd put money on it. I couldn't put money on the winner, but here we go. Have you got a prediction for the fight? Who wins, how, and when?
Yeah, I'm winning, and I'm winning by knockout. I'm winning in a good fashion, mate. And then once this fight's out, everybody on UBKB scene will know who I am, and then I don't know. Then it's what happens next, because I want to be an underdog in my next fight, innit? So
I can honestly say, when all the UBKB fans have seen you fight, like I've seen you fight, you won't be an underdog for long. Win or lose, I can't pick a winner between the two years. I really can't.
I think for people what are paying to come and watch us, and I mean, fantastic, and much love to everybody, his fans, my fans, everybody else's fans, because we aren't just these shows going to happen, but you're going to be in for fireworks. It's going to be a serious fight, this.
Well, to be fair, we've got like 15 fights on, 3 title fights, but what you would pay for, say, a ringside ticket, it'd be worth it just for this fight alone.
Definitely.
You can tell I'm excited, can't you? So, if you win this fight against Lee, what do you see for what do you see for you next? Do you want to carry on a bare knuckle, make a career of it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we'll talk about what happens after I've won, mate. It's down for you guys to see who can come and get in with me. But I want to keep pushing forward. Like, I want that strap round my waist, mate.
Well, I would jump in and fight you, but you're my mate. I don't want to hurt you.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you've said that, mate. Anyway, because I don't want you to hurt me either.
Do you know what? One of the reasons I love you, you're as full of shit as I am. So I've got to ask the same question. If you don't pick up the win, will that put you off? So say you get in Lee wins, will that put you off, Bare Knuckle? Do you think?
Do you know what, mate? I've lost my fair share, but in my eyes, if you're not losing, you're not fighting the right people, mate. So them losses, all they've done is make me stronger, mate. They don't deter me at all. They just show me where I need to work.
Well, when you're asking for the big fights like that, win or lose the bout, I don't think you're the loser. I think you're the winner all the way along. People can jump in and can ask for an easy fight. Look at all these wins. What is it? Records for DJs. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
You want the tough fights.
Yeah.
You know, and all respect you for that. Funny enough, somebody that's fought on a UBKB card a couple of times now. You've already fought them. Funny enough, gloved. Ben Waddington. Do you want to tell me how that fight went?
Yeah, I mean, I think he called me out at first when I first signed, didn't he? But no disrespect to Ben, but it's a step backwards for me. I mean, I fought him earlier on in my career and I put him away in 30 seconds with gloves on. So I want to keep moving forward, mate, not looking backwards. Yeah,
I mean, all respect to Ben, I think, I watched that fight when he did ask about fighting you, and I don't think it will be a fight that will be made, to be honest. We like 50-50 fights.
For me, it's not a fight what's going to excite the fans, and it's not a fight what's going to get people the money's worth just from my fight. This is why I want the big fights, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want him chinning you anyway, so
Yeah, exactly.
So you certainly know Shrinking Violet. Is anybody that knows you and anybody that's followed you on Facebook? You've got more colours of hair than a gay pride flag. Have you got a nice colour lined up for the 31st of July?
I've got something very special for you, mate.
Is that a secret, or would you like to share
it?
Yeah,
I'm not going to let you in on too much, mate. You'll have to wait and see on fight night.
So, have you got a message for Lee, though? I'm sure he'd be watching this with interest.
Yeah, of course he will. I mean, Lee, hats off to you, mate. Fair play for taking this fight. It was brave on you, and I'm going to show you that on fight night, mate. And listen, when it's done and you walk up and what have you, I'll buy you a drink, Mush.
To be fair, I think Lee's very much like you.
Yeah,
Lee just wants to fight, and he was offered. He was offered two people. He was offered you and somebody else. I'm not going to mention the other person. As far as I'm concerned, you were the harder fight, and he's looked at all your footage, and he chose the harder fight.
Yeah,
and he's one of those. He just wants to fight.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear, mate. And I mean, that'll get my respect every day of the week, mate. If you to beat best, you've got to fight the best, isn't it? So if there's a tough fight out there, then you should take it, mate. And fair play at him for chomping a bit and taking it straight away.
I think you're very similar. And I mean, obviously, he's already fighting for us. He's a former champion, so he was offered two different bouts. And I think by far you were the tougher bout. We'll all do. And when I spoke to Lee about it originally, he thought you were the better fight, the tougher fight as well, and that was the one he wanted. So.
That says enough to me that for him to think that I was the tougher fight and to take it like that.
Yeah.
That says enough to me about that man as well. And you know what? I'm sure that afterwards we'll become good friends, mate, and we'll sit and have a good piss up in Manchester after.
Well, I think, to be honest, loads of promotions say this, and I mean, as you know, I worked for an inferior bare knuckle promotion back in the day, but UBKB is like a big family, and it genuinely is. And it's it's war in the ring, but it's gentlemen and friendship out of the ring. It's brilliant.
Yeah, that's it. And I'm looking forward to meeting everybody as well. I mean, I've not had a chance to get through and to be introduced to everybody on a personal level yet. Anyway, so
that's it. I mean,
we'll wait while July now,
mate. We're hoping to have a training day, depending on COVID regulations and stuff like that. So. game would be great if you came down to that.
Sound, I'll definitely make one for that then, mate.
Yeah, it would be good. But yeah, I think you're just one of those people. You're certainly a character, but you're a relatable person. I think you're going to gain a lot of fans very quickly. To be honest, win or lose. A lot of people who follow you on Facebook, they'll have seen something that always amuses me, makes us smile, cheers us up. You've got a very musical bone, shall I say? There's a piano behind you, actually.
Yeah, man, I've got my piano there, and I've got a few guitars in corner as well.
That's handy for what I'm going to ask you next. I've watched many a live stream, some serious, some piss takes, with you playing the guitar, with you singing, the whole lot. How about giving me a song for all the fans? Pick up that guitar. Come on.
What now?
Now, right now, on the podcast. I know you can do it.
You're proper throwing it on me toes here, 2 minutes.
One eternity later.
I can't believe you've done this to me, Stu.
I can't believe you're going along with it.
Close the curtain. All we need is candlelight when me and a bottle of wine. You know I'm coming to fight, and how I throw my left and right. Girl, you know you're gonna go. Lights out when the bombs are thrown, let's say tonight. There you go, mate, a little one there for you.
Multi-talented. I didn't think you'd do it. I was cracking, mate. I like the little bit extra lyrics in there as well, like.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I think you're going to go down a hit. So, are you training any different? Now you're not going to fight with the gloves?
Do you know what? My preparation's still going to be the same, mate, because it makes no difference whether I've got gloves on my hands or not as to what I do. I mean, the only difference has been with all this COVID and that it's me against my mind, and I've been pushing myself on my own for a long time, but I'm drilling my tech.
Yeah.
I'm hitting personal bests on me running and my weights and yeah, I'm just getting ready to start sparring these big boys now, mate. And then I mean, I've got a great team around me down at Body Carnegie Centre at Bolton on Durn, mate. And I couldn't ask for better lads to train and spar with. Big Joe Earp and James Morgan and with Ricky Stables as coach. Like he's got contacts up and down country. I mean, I'm gonna go to Saul Rogers MMA Academy to spar his lads. I'm going through to Neil Kirkwood's at Barnsley. We've got Butch Brown with BKB, and we've got Christian DiPaolo at Niyai. There's lads all over the place.
He's a good lad, Butch. Tell him I said hello when you see him.
Say again, mate.
Tell Butch I said hello when you see him. Good lad,
well,
I like Butch. I'm going to have to edit this bit out because I just forgot what the fuck I was going to say. Oh, no! No, that was it. So, I mean, you mentioned all this, it's hard training with COVID and things, and I think this whole lockdown thing, it's new. It's hard for everybody, but I think it's especially hard for fighters.
Yeah.
You're used to training, people are used to fighting, and it's been a long time now that people haven't been able to get out there and fight. You haven't been out there to train properly, with dates changing for shows. It must be really difficult. Do you think that's put extra pressure on you?
No, I don't think it has, mate, to be fair. I think it's given me a better opportunity to sit and take stock of things and evaluate and focus on plans.
Yeah.
It's given me an opportunity to structure my regime ready for this one. I'm not having to rush about cutting weight, and I mean I've got my nutritionist on board, Marcus James, He's another kid what I've fought. He does my nutrition and that for me now. Like,
did you beat him, or did he beat you?
I beat him, mate.
You beat him, and you're taking his advice for nutrition. He's probably poisoning you.
Yeah, he does know what he does. He just can't move his head, mate. That's all it is.
I bet he's filling it full of laxatives and all kinds. Yeah, let's just eat some of this. We'll be fine. So, sort of coming to the end, if you could fight anybody, living or dead, anybody in the world, who would it be and why?
If someone come up to me now and says, well, you will fight Mike Tyson now or in his prime, and we'll not pay you, but we'll put you on telly, mate, I'd say, let's have it.
Mr. Tyson's glove, my all-time hero.
I mean, like I said, I'll fight any man, mate. Yeah. I'll fight any man. I mean, there's a lot of names out there what I should have been fighting, but it's been stopped with all this COVID and that. I mean, I had a fight lined up with McGarry. Do you remember McGarry? Yeah. Like, so, I mean, there's lots of people out there what I'd like to fight, mate, but I'll deal with whoever's in front of me at that time,
you
mate.
You just like fighting, don't you?
Yeah, I just love it, mate.
So, just a little bit of thanks for me as well. I mean, I know sort of things have changed business-wise, but I don't know if a lot of people know this. You've supported this podcast over the last 2 years as a sponsor. And I know, as we were speaking earlier, I know things have changed. But I was going to say, do you want to sort of plug things? But is there anybody you want to give a good shout-out and a good plug to? Because, it's without the likes of you, Trojan Fightweight and UBKB, we couldn't be doing these podcasts. So a big thanks from
definitely.
me.
I mean, I've already given me shout out to me gym, Body Carnegie. That's my top of my list. Like, but I want to give me boss Jessup at Laser Construction Services a shout out. He's getting me new ringwear for this fight. And Steve Scarrett at SSB. And yeah, anybody what's helping me in any way, shape or form to get ready for this fight, and anybody what's coming to support me and to watch it, because without you, it won't be able to happen.
So if somebody wanted to sort of come on board as a sponsor, is that something people are able to do, and how could they do that?
Yeah, of course it is, mate. I mean, you can find me on Facebook. You just search my name, Craig Jenkinson, and I'll be Raji with a daft haircut on my profile picture, no doubt. Like. But by all means, drop me a message, and I get plenty of interaction, and there's plenty of plug in there for you. And like I say, I mean, I'm asking for big fights, so your names are getting mentioned all over the country anyway.
That's it. Again, if anybody that are interested, feel free to contact me as well. I can put you in touch.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
And again, if people want to come down and support you on the night, it's going to be an amazing night. Some fantastic fights on there. How can people get tickets directly from yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a link up where you can buy tickets on, which I'm posting all on my Facebook anyway. But anybody who wants to come and see me in person, and you can get tickets off me. I'm limited on my VIPs. But yeah, there's still general seating and standing left anyway. So yeah, by all means, anybody who wants tickets, you just drop me a message and we'll sort it out.
That's it, and I think not a lot of people realise, but it does go a long way to supporting fighters by getting tickets from them. So what I'll do, you've got your own personal ticket link, so if someone buys them online, using this particular link, it goes against your allocation. So if you look down in the comments, anybody that's watching this, I'll put Craig's personal link on there. So, any tickets that, you purchase, you can get from there. If you don't like Craig and you still want a ticket,
you can buy them just in hope that I get knocked out.
You can get them on ubkb.uk, but, like we say this with all fighters who come on here, support your man sort of thing, so Craig's in the bio. But as always, it's been a blast speaking to you, mate.
Pleasure, mate.
And thank you for joining UBKB, and I'm absolutely buzzing for this fight.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much for having me, to you, Sean and Amanda.
Anytime, mate. And thank you for keeping me smiling with some dark days. You talk almost as much shit as me. That's almost, not quite.
Yeah, you're going to take some beating, mate.
It's a knockout.
And now, a message from our sponsors. Trojan Sports, one of the UK's fastest growing sportswear brands. Established in 2007, Trojan Sports proudly offers high-quality sports and fitness apparel for both men, women, and children. We offer a wide range of styles and sizes to provide quality, practical, and fashionable attire, sports, and leisure wear. Visit us now online at www.trojan-sports.com.
It's a knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, and people and fans listening around the world, we are going out live. And now, this is the Knockout Podcast, brought to you by Knockout Media Group in conjunction with the ultimate Bare Knuckle Boxing. It's time!
The Knockout Podcast is produced in association with UBKB, Ultimate Bare Knuckle Boxing, the UK's premier promoter of bare knuckle boxing.